Hey guys, welcome back to yet another video, and this weekend I hope to end up with a deer or a pig for a little additional meat in the freezer, and I'll be using slugs out of my newest firearm, the Browning Maxus 2 Wicked Wing Edition. Now I know many people are immediately going to think, why in the world use what's really supposed to be a duck gun for pigs and deer? Well, that's the beauty of a 12 gauge. It can do everything from small game to medium-sized game, and that's one of the main reasons I purchased this. I wanted something that if I was just like, I don't know, do I want to go squirrel hunting? Do I want to go deer hunting? With so many options, I wanted a gun that would do it all, and all I'd have to do is change the cylinder out. And that is this. It shoots everything from 2 3/4 to 3.5 inch shells. It's going to be perfect for squirrel, rabbits, going to hogs, deer, turkey, ducks, you name it. It's just going to be what I hope a wonderful all-around gun. But today we're going to take a look at it with slugs. I got a plate set at about 50 yards. That's what I'm comfortable shooting with this bead sight. So let's get a few rounds downrange and see how it does. So what I'll be using are these Federal Premium 1-ounce slugs in 2 3/4. I was looking for 3 inches but couldn't find them anywhere. One of the things I really like though is when you have the chamber open and you go to load ammunition. This is better for duck hunting and things of that nature, but even in medium game, you put it into the magazine, you let go, and it goes ahead and takes the bullet and chambers it. I have the plug in this still, but I'm going to go ahead and throw 2 more rounds in here. Really smooth to operate. Now let's go ahead and put a few rounds downrange. I have an 8-inch plate set up at right about 50 yards. I want to go ahead and see with open sights if I'm able to hit this, and also get a rough idea on where the shotgun is hitting with these particular slugs. That got it. Let's put on safe and check it out real quick. Just a little bit high off 50 yards, although that certainly could have been me aiming with open sights. But that's a pretty large impact spot. Really happy with that. I've got 2 more rounds already loaded, so we're going to go ahead and take 2 more shots on this plate just to see if we can be consistent. Well, here is the plate. You can see 2 of them about 3 to 4 inches apart, and then I have another one right up here. I actually ended up breaking the chain link that was holding it up, so that shot. One of the cool things I did find is the slug, actually, and take a look at that. That retained quite a bit of its mass. Lots of energy, obviously going down range. At 50 yards, I feel relatively confident I could hit a deer or a pig ethically with these slugs, and they're going to go down in a hurry. But there's only one way to find out, and that's by going out with the shotgun and seeing if we're able to manage to do so. Once I get a few more loads, I would be really interested to check out 2 3/4 versus 3 inch and finding the most accurate slug. Unfortunately, the Federal Premium is the only thing I was able to find, so that's what I'm going to stick with for the time being. We knew we had some pigs here, but I mean, there's just tracks absolutely everywhere of pigs. There's still some deer tracks in here, but I mean, we went from seeing no pigs down here to just an insane amount. You can see where they're sliding the closer you get down into this puddle and everything. We're going to go ahead and add a little bit more corn to that feeder, and then we're going to come back this afternoon and watch it for a bit. When I went out the next morning, before I could even make it to my spot close to this feeder, I ended up seeing pigs through the brush, and then this ended up happening. Well, I had an opportunity and I messed it up big time. What I think happened is I was aiming at the middle of the shoulder, but slugs were coming out at only 15, 20 yards was low. So I ended up missing him repeatedly. But I'm going to sit here at this tree because I can see a little bit of a green patch in front of me. I know I've got feed off to my left, and I can watch if any of these pigs or deer come through these palmettos, which I can't see from where I would normally sit in a tree stand. Unsurprisingly, the pigs didn't want to come back to an area with lots of loud noises, so the next weekend I came up and was greeted with high water, but a chance to go to a different area. Out of all the times to hunt, this is one of my favorites when the water is on the rise. Today, I hope I'll be able to get across the slough. I'm going to use this small John boat, and hopefully we won't tip out of it. And then tomorrow, I'm sure the water's going to rise even more, so I might have to bring my boat with a motor down and launch maybe a couple miles from the property in the drive to it. But we're focused on today. We're going to get this boat in here and see if we can find something this afternoon. Well, best of luck to me. It's been a couple years since I've crossed right here. See that current, how quickly it's just moving. Close enough. This doe came right underneath the shooting house, but as you can see, it didn't really give me a shot, kind of had its back to me, and continued to walk to the feeder out of range. Just kind of one of those things you deal with when hunting with a shotgun. But while waiting for a better opportunity, I got to watch these beautiful wood ducks just kind of mess around, and I hope to do some hunting for wood ducks in the future with this shotgun. But fortunately, an opportunity would soon arrive to try to get a deer. For the area I hunt, this is actually a good, large, mature doe, but the original injury wound is right here, a bit behind the shoulder, and I would imagine that got into a lung. The exit wound on the other side, since it was quartering away, definitely went a little bit farther back, but that slug went all the way through, and it's hard to deny that exit wound hole right there. This thing went down in a hurry, very ethically. Super happy to have gotten her. Now it's time to get her back to the boat, and finally I have enough meat in the freezer to focus on bucks only. The Browning Maxus 2 could not be more excited for this to be the first harvest with it. While the Wicked Wing Edition is definitely for duck hunters, it is going to be super versatile like any shotgun. Can't wait to use this in the future for a multitude of species. I also got to say, this 2 3/4 inch Federal True Ball 1-ounce slug, it did the job. Feels kind of like a 450 Bushmaster when you shoot it. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and before it gets dark, try to cross that creek with this doe. Well, that deer is loaded, and I'm going to go ahead and take it into town. Now, what I want to know from y'all, leave it in the comments below, what is the next species I should try to take with this shotgun? Other than that, I do hope y'all enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please make sure to share, like, subscribe for more, and as always, thanks for watching.